Today is Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Small red day for me. I'm down around $50, which is like 2.5% on the day. This was a morning where I was at work. I knew I wasn't going to get to give the market very much attention, and I knew I had errands to run once I got off work, and that I need to go to bed and sleep all day to work another night shift tonight. That being said, I kind of played with some of the stocks this morning versus really actively trading them like I always do. Looking back, what I should have done was like buy one share of these stocks, but there was a few times where I saw a stock moving, um, or it had started moving. I missed the first move, but it was still the active stock for that time, and I bought in a portion, 10% of my account on a stock, and I know that the volume's so low that even if I lose some money, today I'm down 50, I think $51. Like, I'll spend more money at that when I got to feed the kids Wendy's. So, not a big deal. What I had envisioned is once I saw that a stock was gaining momentum and seemingly going to be one of the stocks where it might go up, 60 or 100% in the pre-market, I kind of bought it and then would go do some chores at work and just kind of let it grow in the background. One thing I've always been kind of curious about is how excited I get when I make 10 or 12 cents on a move, but that move came from a stock that went up $6 in 10 minutes, and I sit there and I watch all this action happen and then I make 12 cents. So in my brain, I'm thinking just buy a few shares and see if maybe you can ride it out for, 4 or 5% of a 50 or 60% move while you're just tinkering around at work. And that didn't work, obviously. It doesn't work. I mean, I guess there's ways that people do kind of long term. I guess that's not even long term, but compared to me, where I'm just kind of scalping, a nickel or a dime here and there out of a 1 minute chart, kind of swing trading, I guess. I don't know how to do that. And I tried it with a few stocks this morning, and all I did was waste my time and money. But when I did actively trade a chart, I did pretty well. I ended up with one loser that I wish I hadn't have had while I was actively trading. I lost 27 cents on that, and I should have cut it off at break even. I could have even taken a small profit on it, but I didn't. And then I should have cut it off at break even, but I didn't. So that was my worst loser, was one that I was actively trading on, out of all the things I did today. So that's annoying. But um, I mean, divided attention. I'm trading on my phone. I didn't expect to make a bunch of money today at work while I was tinkering around in the market. So there's some days where I'm able to really kind of break away and, sneak off to the break room or a bathroom even or something and kind of really focus for a few minutes and trade. But today wasn't one of those days. One of my best trades I took, I was walking with my coworkers from our department to the time clock to leave work. So things like that. But either way, I still made 10 trades. I probably shouldn't have made 10 trades, but I did it. I lost 15 cents worth of profit out of the market today. So really, in the scheme of things, for what I'm wanting to do, that's not that bad of a day. And for divided attention, it is what it is. I'll show you guys my worst loss and my favorite win of the day, and then I'm going to post this video and go to bed. Um, Tomorrow, likely going to be the same thing. I probably won't take 10 trades tomorrow. This was kind of a waste of time to trade like this, or to attempt to trade like this while I'm at work. I can really only take like one or two, really solid attention trades if I'm lucky. So maybe I'll adjust for that tomorrow, or maybe I'll just wait until I get home to trade tomorrow. Although some of the best pre-market moves happen while I'm at work, so it just kind of depends on my work volume and where I'm at in the morning. So I don't think trying to make 10 trades before I get home from work is the right move. So this will be a little lesson learned. One to check off the box and put on behind me. This is where I made my biggest losing trade of the morning on Wednesday. Ticker CYRX. This is a 1-minute chart. I had made a nice green trade here as we're squeezing from $8 into the $9 range. I got filled around 881, I think, and I got my exit point right up here at about 904. We kind of consolidated right around the 890s, $9 mark, and then we ripped up here. This candle tickled the I think like 928, 930. Then we kind of came back down. Next candle dipped down. The bottom of this candle was about 905, and then we started ripping back up. I made an entry. I got filled at right at 920, expecting to see the breakthrough 950 here. This candle topped out at 945. I didn't take profit at that point as I was expecting a nice climb through 950. And once we hit 945, it just rejected very quickly. So there was only a flash of time where I could have, taken the best profit there, if not small profit or break even. What I failed to recognize was the high volume on this candle of sellers. That should have been the way this candle formed, along with that high volume of selling. That should have been my exit indicator to just get out at break even at best, or at a very small loss. But instead I held, thinking maybe we'd get a retest. But of course we didn't. We had another 2 candles worth of selling here. So, I got to pay attention to more than just 1 or 2 things at a time here. That high volume selling candle with the way that topping tail formed should have been a pretty obvious red flag for me, but instead I was being stubborn and trying to hold for another rebound, and it didn't work. This is my best winning trade Wednesday morning. Ticker IPDN 1-minute chart. This is one of the best moves I've made in quite a few days here. We had a rip here from the 220s up to the $3 range. I made an entry right here following this pullback here. I got in. I got filled at like 272, and I made an exit at, I think I got filled at 299, right at the dollar mark. I mean, this was picture perfect for a move as far as my skills are concerned. I mean, we're talking like a 25, 26 cent move here. Perfect entry once we broke the high of this previous red candle. That kind of confirmed the momentum to break from the 275 to the $3 mark. We had a doji candle where I could have taken a small profit, but I went ahead and I held, expecting the climb to the $3 mark, and it worked out perfectly for me. Super happy with this trade. I missed out on just a few cents worth of the topping tail here, but I got out as soon as I saw that $3 on the bid. I got out, and man, what an awesome move that was. This is the type of stuff I need to stick to. The $half and whole dollar breakouts. They're a little more predictable for me, and I seem to do really well on them. Usually I don't get quite as great of a move from the 75 to the dollar mark. Usually I hesitate and wait till it's at 80 or 85, and then hit the dollar mark. So I was super happy with this. I really waited for a nice pullback entry, and then I held longer than I usually do. Oftentimes I would have taken profit once I hit 10 or 12 cents. So I was really I need to get more comfortable holding these trades to the dollar mark because it works often. Really happy with this trade, and this is one of those trades that I want to get used to making on a regular basis.